I stared out the airplane window, gulping back tears as I watched my whole life disappear. And yeah, I'm gonna continue ignoring the woman tapping my shoulder nonstop. She's not a stranger, unfortunately. She's my mom. And I already knew she was just gonna say that I was being dramatic, that I should be grateful for her new job, and that moving from New York to London was some grand opportunity. Little did I know, our new house had a secret buried deep within its walls, one that would change everything. But I just left my house, my school, my friends, and the love of my life, John, behind. Okay, maybe love of my life was a bit much, but John was one of the most popular guys in school, and I'd bent over backwards to get his attention. Now, when we were finally together and going to the prom as the it couple, my mom had decided to uproot my life. We were staying in my mom's ancestral house, which was massive and creepy. The walls were lined with ancient paintings, tall ceilings, and a grand staircase that probably led to hell.
This place could use a renovation, but it's not so bad.
It looks like the kind of house where people hear whispers in the middle of the night and wake up possessed. But you know what? I'll just go live in the attic. If I have to suffer in this house, in this city, in this life, then let me suffer properly. Who even cares about me anyway?
Suit yourself, Cinderella. Don't come crying to me when the rats start fighting for bed space.
The attic was dusty and dark, and I felt proud of my dramatic choice. But then, in the middle of the night, I woke up to a skittering noise, and then something brushed against my arm. I sprang out of bed, landing straight onto the loose floorboard. It snapped under me, and I looked down to see a hidden compartment. Inside were stacks of old diaries, and on the first page was a name, Evelyn. I sat down and started reading, and just like that, everything changed again.
Oh, for heaven's sake, if I must lay eyes on that insufferable buffoon Tristan one more time, I do believe my brain shall simply explode. My apologies. I'm not always in such a mood. There are days when I feel quite good about myself, when my skin glows, when my curls behave, and when my corset isn't trying to squeeze the life out of me. But lately, things haven't been so good, all because of Lord Tristan. My father wants me to marry him, because he's rich and apparently lord of some overly important kingdom that will somehow benefit the crown. And while everyone thinks that I'm the luckiest girl in the world, I feel nauseous. Not because I hate Tristan. He's handsome, well-mannered, kind, etc., etc. But for some reason, he gives me the ick. Like sometimes when he's talking, I get this overwhelming urge to throw myself into the nearest lake. And it doesn't help that his best friend, the captain of Tristan's palace guard, Leopold, is a narcissistic pig, and always around him. Tristan, can we please move inside? It's approximately the temperature of hell out here.
Oh, Evelyn, you mustn't let a little heat ruin this beautiful morning. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, and look at this exquisite spread before us.
You know, I've seen noble women walk around in this weather wrapped in 50 pounds of lace. Perhaps you should try training in full armor at noon. It builds character.
Perhaps you should try swimming with rocks tied to your feet.
Oh, you two always have such wonderful banter. It warms my heart. Oh my God!
What? What happened?
What a gorgeous red apple! The finest I've ever seen! Oh, Evelyn, I am overjoyed to think that I shall get to enjoy such pleasures for the rest of my life.
Ugh, I wanted to pull my hair out. It wasn't Tristan's fault, honestly. He genuinely liked me, and I wanted to like him too. That's why I arranged a grand ball to properly introduce him to the members of the court. But the more everyone told us how perfect we looked together, the more suffocated I felt. By dinner, I decided to escape and retire to my chambers. I just slipped out of my gown when my maid Rosie entered.
You should not have left the ball like that, Princess. Your father is very angry.
Well, so am I. But what does that matter to him? I am nothing more than a precious jewel to be set in the crown of his perfect alliance.
What did Lord Tristan do now?
That's the problem, Rosie. He doesn't do anything. I once said the moon was made of cheese, and he said, well, if the princess believes it, perhaps there is more to the moon than we know.
That is quite sweet, actually.
No, it's maddening. I want someone who challenges me when I say something ridiculous. I want to feel some kind of emotion, anger, pain, love, happiness, anything. Because right now, all I feel is looming dread. Honestly, I wish there was something that could make me fall in love with Tristan. Maybe if the heavens themselves descended and blessed me with eternal devotion. Or if I could just gulp down a love potion. But since I can't, I just have to accept that this is my destiny, to marry that cringe-worthy man. I think I need to rest. Rosie nodded and left, but the next morning, I saw her standing by my bedside holding a tiny glass vial. What's that?
A love potion. You said you'd do anything to fall in love with Tristan for the sake of your family, right?
Yes, but I was just being dramatic.
Well, I took you seriously and found a very strange gypsy in a shady part of town who sold me this. One sip, and the first person you lay eyes on will be the love of your life.
Really? This was probably just flavored water or some other cheap trick. I wasn't really sure how I felt about taking it. So I put the vial in my bag and got dressed for the stables. Something about being around the horses always calmed me down. But then I met Tristan there, and I was back to square one. If there was even the slightest chance the love potion could make me feel differently about him, it was worth a try. I went back to my chambers and looked for it in my bag, but I couldn't find it. Rosie and I looked everywhere in my room. And I went back to the stables, but it wasn't there either. I was just leaving when I saw Leopold passed out on a log near the water trough. If you didn't make it your life's mission to annoy me every chance you get, you're not actually that bad looking. Just then, this fly landed on his nose, and I waved my hand to shoo it away, but it wouldn't budge. So I waved a little harder and accidentally slapped Leopold straight across the face.
Good God! Oh, what are you doing?
I was making sure you weren't dead.
Obviously not. Oh, I just have a splitting headache. And wait, did you do something to your face?
Define something.
I don't know. Did you eat a light bulb or something? You look exceptionally radiant.
What? Is this one of your stupid jokes that I just don't get?
Maybe it's the hair then. Did you polish it? It's shining like the sun or the moon on a clear night. This is unsettling. What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with me? Maybe the heat has fried your brain. You need a physician.
No, I'm fine. It's just that you're, fine. I mean, I'm fine. We're fine.
And then he simply got up and left. That was weird. But I had more pressing concerns, since the vial was still missing. I had looked everywhere I could, and by the end of the day, I accepted defeat and prayed to the Lord that no one drank it. I was so frustrated with myself for losing it, though, that the next morning, when Father suggested we take Tristan through the royal treasury, I could barely focus on what he was saying.
This is truly remarkable. The craftsmanship, the history. It's no wonder your kingdom has stood strong for generations. And this must be the celestial crest. I've heard tales of it before, but seeing it in person, it's extraordinary. Tell me, is the legend true? Does it really hold the power to make its bearer invisible in war?
I've heard so.
Magnificent! Imagine having power so absolute, no army could ever stand against you.
You sound remarkably impressed, Tristan. Perhaps you'd like to marry the crest instead.
Oh, Evelyn, your humor truly makes my day. You know the only treasure I truly desire is you.
I wanted to hurl, but instead, I continued walking. Suddenly, I tripped over the hem of my dress and went flying forward, but Leopold caught me just in time.
Oh, watch where you're going, for heaven's sake. You'd get hurt.
I'm fine. Relax. And since when did you start fussing over me?
I'm not fussing, but you're marrying my best friend, and I'd rather he didn't have to take wedding photos with a wife missing teeth. Anyway, I think it's best you two continue. I have duties that need immediate attention.
I didn't see Leopold the whole day, but then in the evening, I was in the wine cellar searching for my father's favorite bottle when he walked in. The moment he saw me, he turned to leave, but the door got stuck.
What is wrong with this door?
Nothing, except it opens from the outside. You shouldn't have closed it when you walked in.
How was I supposed to know that? Hello? Can anyone hear me? Hey, I'm stuck here!
Good God, Leopold, would you calm down? Rosie knows I'm here, and it's only a matter of time till she comes looking for me.
Well, obviously we don't know how long that would be, and I can't spend another second here with you.
Excuse me? I didn't know my company was that terrible.
I don't mean to be rude, it's just that I can't be around your smell.
That is rude. You're basically saying I have a bad smell?
No, it's like lavender or roses. I'm not sure. I just mean that your scent is just intoxicating.
It is lavender, and it's not toxic.
Intoxicating and toxic are not the same thing. Have you ever tried this thing called reading?
Wow, you really know how to talk to a lady. No wonder you have so many suitors lined up for you.
I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm saying. I feel sick. My heart's racing, my stomach's in knots. You know, I felt the same way whenever I